G'day guys, welcome back to Arthur's videos. Have I got another doozy for yous guys? Well, as I said to you many times, again and again, you know, this year has been a great video. I got a lot of thumbs up and a couple of fingers. I don't give a shit, you know. Yeah, you can sort of see the Italian safety hat's back out. This guy hasn't got a job yet. This migrant that came into Australia hasn't got a job yet. So that's why his hat's still in good nick, you know. But before I waffle up, yep, you know what the description is. It's up the top there, you know. Yep. As I said, I've got to have a yum show on the safety hat. Mate, the bottle, there it is there. Check that out. Check that out, man. Oh, mate, hang on. Oh, mate. Oh, I've been hanging for a drink tonight, you know. Hang on, a bit more, fuck it, you know. That's it for the day, you know. This is it. I'm shooting this video. It's the end of the day. It is not bad today. It's not cold. Guys, cheers. I've got to scroll it down. It is a nice drop, this shit, man. It's really nice. I'm telling you. Okay. I received this box a few days ago. I go, what the fuck's in the box? No, it wasn't another. There was another surprise in the box. Okay, so let's moving on that. So I got these. I go, what the fuck? So I opened them all up, and I said, oh yes. So I rang up the guy and I said, man, what's all these boards here? He goes, hey man, I built these for my hot chips, and he's like, you know, because he, you know, as I said, you know, he's rebuilding his hot tip. But you wouldn't believe what I found in the archives. I've had this. Here it is here. I'm gonna look at this. Okay, I'm gonna zoom it through. Okay. Back in the day, I got this from Legend Allied for a fax machine. It was, you know, those people don't know what a fax machine is. It's one of those things you used to dial a number and you put a piece of paper on one end. This is before the internet. You put one piece of paper on one end and you dial this number and it goes and the thing will go and it'll go through, and the other person on the end of the reader will just receive a faxing like this, you know, will just come out the other on a thermal paper. This is on thermal paper, and it'll print out, it'll come out like this, you know what I mean, through the fax machine. Okay, there it is, and it will come. Then the other person around the world will get it. That's the fax machine. Then there was the teletext. Okay, let's go. We won't go back there. But this hot tip, okay, let's have a look at the list here. Okay, all right, there it is there. Hot tip was the first one in Williams's electronic version, but they're also made electromechanical on that. It's a short run. Okay, the hot tip, Lucky 7, the World Cup and Contact. Then there's Disco Fever, the what I've got. I'll hold it there. And these are the numbers of their machines, basically, you know what I mean? So this guy's got hot tip, one of the first ones back in the day, but jeez, man, I fucking hated this early system Williams. They had so many flaws in them, and trying to keep them going it was a dog's breakfast. Okay, now we're picking on dogs again. So what have I got under the Italian safety hat? Okay, is that's right. Okay, this is an original. I'll pull my big boy sleeves up. This is an original power supply out of a Williams. As I said, I've done a lot of pinball, a lot of bloody boards and all that other stuff. Now I'm into the pennies. So this guy's been working on his boards, you know, to fix his problems. But I just wanted to show you what the original one looked like, you know, back in the day. But there was a few flaws in their bloody boards back in the day, okay? And this is what I can remember. This is vaguely what I can remember, okay? Mate, as I said, I haven't worked on a 3.6 and a 3.4 and a 6 system for a long time, considering I've got a disco fever. What happened with these bastards was this. This is their biggest problem. Check that out. Okay, see that? The plug will go in there and it will hang. And then one after a time, you can see what happens with it. That was one of the freaking problems with them. You know what I mean? All right, so that was one of them. And then you had heat stress, okay? Behind the board here, you had heat stress around here because of this, all the power going in. I'll show you the diagram later. But their boards had a few issues, like I said to you. But we had a few problems over here for the display. So a quick rundown, okay? That's your high voltage for your displays over here. This is your high voltage for your display section, okay? So you got your positive and negative voltages, you know. Belly only had one, okay? These guys had positive and negative for their displays. They run a different display system. Over here, this section here is your 5-volt section, basically. So if you go back, have a look at the Bally one. Bally was similar. It wasn't much, you know, it wasn't this complicated, you know what I mean? So they were running everything in their system in this 3, 4, and 6, and that 7 was a bit different or whatever it was, 9. Okay, slightly different. But the problem was the board was heating up around the tops here. You know, they always had this one here. I don't know what number this is, what board this one was out of, you know what I mean? As I said, I just pulled this out of the archive. I haven't cleaned it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? As I said, I just wanted to show you what an original one is. I'm going to hold it there before I pull out the other guy's boards, basically. And what he's done is improved a lot of the fuck-ups, is what I call it. You know what I mean? The fuck-ups and that. Okay, so I'll give you an example of that, what he picked up on. The Forista here, okay, is before the fuse, okay? I'll show you that on a circuit. Is before, you could always go back and go backwards and forwards and stop and pulse it. The Forista here is before the fuse. Oh, okay, that's a fuck up. Bally, he picked that up when he was doing the Bally rectifier board. He picked that up and he goes, what the hell, you know? So he goes, why would they put the Forista before the fuse? So the Forista is in case you have a power surge through the line, that'll go boop, and then and the fuse will blow. Well, the Forista's going to go, the fuse is still activated. I'll show you what I'm trying to, I'm talking about what the circuit is, basically, you know. But as I said, this is where most of the issues and all that crap. And they're underrated diodes too, you know. But what he's done is, okay, where is his board? Okay, now this is what he's done, you know. He's going to get his hand cream out once watches this video. Okay, what has he done? Okay, let me get my breath now. Okay, what he's done is, he's got box headers, okay? So he went to the box headers, so when you put the plug in there, it's not putting all the stress onto that little, the female pin there, all the other pins, see that? So you're not having the stress on there, basically, you know, that's one thing is, you know, the improvement on this is, as I said, you know, I'm about to drop one of these into my, not this one, I've got LED displays for my Disco Fever, and I'll tell you why. Now, so what he's done, see his Forista, he's actually got it before the fuse, okay? So there it is there, so power comes in, there's the fuse, so if the Forista pops, okay, the fuse will go before the Forista, then the fuse, basically, okay? So then at the same time, He's updated the capacitors for your 5 volts. So what he's done is put two 10,000s in there. So it becomes 20,000 basically, you know, because the old one was, what was it, 12,000. The old one used to be 12,000. So what he's done is upgraded the 5 volt section. He's also put in bigger diodes in these. These are, what the fuck are they? 6 amps, I think they are. There are 6 in the front, okay? He's updated the fuses for the rectifier for the 5 volts. So he's upped that as well too, basically. So then he's pissed off the old transistor for the 5 volts, and he's put one of these fixed regulators. You've seen it in one of my other videos. So he's gone onto these two now, you know, using these now for the 5 volts. So it eliminates your 5 volt section. Now the high voltage section, what he's done is updated. You can sort of see the componentry was much better. So let me get the other board back out again. So here it is here. So have a look at what he's done here. And by the way, you can't buy these transistors anymore. They're obsoleted. So everything in this high voltage section is obsoleted, except for the resistors. You can go down there anywhere and buy a resistor. But these trannies, you can't buy many. There's a negative and a positive. Don't tell me which one is which. Okay, and all this shit. And at the same time, remember there's 100 and 150 volt caps. You can't buy axles anymore, man. They're obsoleted back in the day. So what he's done, he's gone to through holes, basically. So what a through hole means, it goes straight down, okay? So they're easy to get by, basically, you know? So he's done heaps of improvements. Also, he's updated the tracks, I've noticed. Basically, he's done, I'm going to hold it here for a section. So I'm going to hold it there it is there, I can get the glare out. He's updated, you can sort of see he's improved the track work, okay? Because when you're making a board, it doesn't take much to make it even fatter. So the fatter the track is, the better the current rating is for you. So you're drawing you're not drawing much stress on the board on that from the current, basically, you know. So you even have a check around here, how much fucking meat he's put around here. You know, every millimetre you put onto the track saves you heaps of power, you know. Now check that out. I'm going to hold them both like that. Hang on, where they are. Check that out, you know what I mean? So you check that, those two there, which is ground. So that's your ground. Have a look at this one. You know, see, he's used the whole board to do that, basically. I've got to give him credit, dude. He's put a lot of effort into these, you know, basically, because he wants to get his hot tip going, because he still has issues with it, you know what I mean? So he's trying to eliminate all the stuff ups that all the stuff that Williams have done back in the day. Mate, dude, they didn't expect this shit, you know, from what, 77, what it is to 77, I think it is 78, whatever it is, I can't remember, to keep going this far, basically, you know what I mean? So here, I'll try to explain to you on the circuit diagram. All right, so here's the. Oh, fucking! I've got to get my pen out. Where's my pencil? Later. Yeah, I'll get one little screwdriver out. So hang on, I'm going to hold it here. So see what I was talking to you about the thyristor? See there? Okay, there's the fuse. So if you get a power surge coming through, okay, it's supposed to blow that. Well, that's going to blow, but the fuse is here. So why don't you have the fuse here? So if there's a short there goes, the fuse will go. That's what the reason a fuse is for. Okay? There's a few fuck-ups in this shit, you know what I mean? Because he was talking about another real doozy of a fuck-up with this Williams shit, you know? Now here, this is my flash book. I'm going to hold it here. All right, have a look at this. Here's your transformer, okay? So you see here, you got your AC coming in. There's your fuse. That's the 110 for the power point. There's your thyristor. See how they've done it? So if this blows up in a spike, the fuse will go. So play the other one. I'll show you that again. So here's your line filter. There's your off and on. Here's your transformer. And there's your outputs going out. Well, have a look here. Okay? There is no fuses. There is no fuse on this lamp driver bridge rectifier. So if something happens and there's a short on that, what's going to happen? He's going to take out your bloody transformer. I've already got a guy who's got lamp problem. He's blown his transformer tapping. So there's another one. You know, there is no fuses on this at all. The only thing they've got a fuse on is over here. If you have a look at it, it's a general illumination. There's a fuse. But again, so if these short out, that blows your transformer. So if anyone's got anything, make sure you put a fuse in line here to your bridge rectifier. So if anything happens, it'll blow your fuse. So you got what I mean? So there you go. I'm going to hold it there, waffle on. Oh fuck! I just had a Joe Biden moment. There you go. So see how the voltage, how the power. These two connections is these basically. You know, throw it over here. Is this connection here basically? These are the connections there. I'll hold it there so you can sort of see. So now you got what I'm getting at. So if anything happens over here, you're screwed. So see how they got the positive and the negative for your displays. All right, there's your regulator. See how it said there was a capacitor, a 12,000. So he's put a 20,000 in there. So when it charges up, you got better stability of voltage drops basically. So again, you know what I mean? So yeah, so he's improved all that there. So I just wanted to show you how some of the stuff is stuff ups and that, you know? Yeah. Okay, what's this one? Okay, this is a Gorga here. This is out of another design. Okay, this is the same one, slightly same one again, but the drawing is slightly different. You just go backwards and forwards, go doop, and go boop, and have a look at it. So I was impressed with this, basically what he's done. So he's also, you know what he's using? He's using this ceramic, what do they fucking call another Joe moment? They're fish bones. So what happens is the heat's tripping through the ceramic, so you're not baking the boards. Okay, that is awesome. That way you don't get the bloody hot spots on your board like your old one is, you know what I mean? Serious how it's sort of heated up. This one's not bad. Check your board out, basically. Yeah, but don't forget, man, it's the age group, you know? So, yeah, he's made it, this one here. That's one of these ones with the high tension voltage. But at the same time, where's his other one? Okay, he's done one here, which is another one that he's made. And this is just the one without the high tension voltage there, basically, you know? Same layout. He just hasn't got the high tension in there. So everyone's going to LED displays like I'm going. I'm actually going to put one of these into my machine and piss that other one off. I just throw it inside the machine. Basically, I'm going LED, you know what I mean? A bit more stability, basically, you know what I mean? So, yeah, basically it's the same. Oh, he's actually got a QR now. They've moved up in the world, man. Woo-hoo! You know? It's like me, you know? Hey, have a look at that. I've got a QR too on my bloody coasters, you know? So, yeah, so there you go with this, you know? But as I said, you know, an improvement makes a hell of a difference, you know what I mean? If they put a marking there for, you know, idiot-proof it, you know what I mean, for people, you know what I mean? So, yeah, but as I said, I'm impressed with what he's done with the area. But this is where the main key is, because this is the power going in, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, we get the point, man, we get the point. Well, I've got to keep waffling it in, you know, like, you know, it's like the teacher at school. You know, everything, you know, it's done. Have a look at that, you know what I mean? Seriously, you know? All right, have a look at that. And he's using easy component. What's in there? Fucking nothing. Look at it. One, couple of this and that, and that's it, basically. You know what I mean? So how good is that? You know what I mean? Yeah, and it's also made it idiot-proof with a little red dot there saying if the power's on. You know, yeah, because I had brought it up with another one last time too. But wait. Yeah, right. Here's something that no one does every day. Here, he made another one. I tell you, man, they came in a box and I'm going, what the fuck? So what has he done now with this one? He's actually put a 5-volt regulation system so you can adjust it with a transistor again. So, you know, sometimes you've got a pinball machine and the power drops down and you can't work out why, because you're losing it through the stupid cabling over time. You know, you're losing it through your cable. So what has he done? He's put a 5-volt adjustment pot on there. And he's put a little LED display on this one, you know. Okay, and now what he's done is you can adjust it, but sometimes when you got a video game cabinet and you adjust the power supply, you never use it on a video game. Check the power supply. You've got to always check on the jammer connector on your board, not on the power supply, because you got cable, and by cable you got resistance, and resistance means, you know, you're dropping voltages. So you're best to check your boards on the bloody back on the MPU, which is right up the top there. Check it out there and measure there, not here. Doesn't matter if it says 5 volts here. You might be getting 4.7, okay, because you're losing it through all your cables, through the connectors, through everything with it. So you're gonna get drops, basically. You got drops. But you know what I love about it? This is another one. Mate, if your headers, okay, see how he's used these type of headers, see how they got the square pins, okay, see how they got the flat surfaces on there, okay, check out what these guys back in the day did, you know, they're round, okay, they're round posts, okay, so it's like you, for example, trying to walk on a round log, okay. How much stability can you have on a round log, you know, trying to walk across it? Or if you got a fucking plank, which is a rectangular plank, you got more stability to walk across it. So what's that got to do with power and all this shit, you know? So here, I was doing a job the other day. Here, have a look at these pins. See this pin? Hang on, I'll hold it there. So hang on. See that pin? Okay, see how it's got these little ears on the side. Okay, these, so when you put it onto the board, it actually grips all the way down on the flat surface and on the side. So you're not losing power. Not power, it's mainly current, okay? The problem is current, okay? So by updating this to these type of headers, your pin is actually sitting nicely on the flat surface, basically, and that. Because these pins are rated, I think, 3 amp or something they are. Don't correct me, man. I think they're 3 amp. He was telling me what these round pins are. So if you got a round pin, okay, you're going to lose current, basically. So you're going to have other issues with it. You know what I mean? And by the way, my hands are a bit cleaner today. I'm still a bit grimy. But what I'm saying to you, so yeah. So when you're doing a job or you're putting a new board in, make sure your connectors are good. If your connectors are fucked and they've got a black hole, okay, in there from there, mate, just go and get another housing. Hang on, where's the housing? Yeah. What's this one? Oh, it's a 9. Is it a 9? Hang on. Oh my God. Oh, here we go. Got a 12. Yeah. See these? Here's your housing. So get a new one and you put it into there. And by doing that, okay, See what I mean? You're not straining it on there. It's moving because there's no pins in there. But see what I mean? So it also locks in there, you know, like so. Okay. Now look at this other one. Okay. So you can sort of see how much stress it is. So you put it in. The cable is dragging down. It's pushing all the strength, and it opens up the female pin. You know, so it makes it the hole bigger. You know what happens when holes are bigger. Okay, you know, I don't know what happened to this guy here. I really don't know what happened to this guy. He's missing. But again, it's the stress is on the plug, on the cabling. By doing it this way, that's why you've even got these box headers. Okay, at least it clips in there, and you got no movement. There's no cables. Okay, so it's in the board like that. But yeah, no, he's done it for his own personal machines, basically, you know. So he goes, all right, I'm going to do this for my machine to get my machine going, because he doesn't mind it. He's into horses. And Hot Tip has got horses in the back, you know what I mean? So yeah, he's had it. He's slowly building stuff for himself. And he's putting different stuff out there for you guys too. Like you said, you know, I actually am going to take one of those other ones for my Disco Fever, piss off the other one, put that inside the machine. So it doesn't matter. I'm running LEDs, you know what I mean? Because I said in my last video, check my other video with the displays. You know, I'm not a fan of them, you know what I mean? So I'll be honest on what I say, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I do, you know. But as I said, the Williams stuff, I had a bit of issues back in the day, but most of those games are fucking shit, you know. So yeah, I've only I've got a handful of games that I enjoy, you know what I mean. So yeah, so there you go. As I said, you know, it's always hard to come up with topics, but you know, as I said, I've got this, and I'm going, what the fuck, man? Yeah, I was expecting another bottle, man. So yeah, so on that note, guys, you know, that was my waffling on Williams stuff again. But you know, you got to give him credit to these guys who come up with different products. Not only him, but all the other guys too are making reproduction shit too. You know what I mean? To keep your products up and running, man. So, mate, I remember these were brand new, coming out of boxes. Half of this shit. You know what I mean? So that's the difference. You know, I am old. So, guys, on that note, you know, give me a thumbs up, give me the finger. I don't give a shit. I wear big boy pants. I keep saying to you. So, thanks for watching my videos. You know, the old saying of mine is, you know, pinball machines, video games, pokies, you know, and skill testers is a passion, guys. Thanks for watching all my videos. Cheers, guys. Cheers.